And, you know, you think about this life is temporary, right? Everyone knows that. No one can deny the fact that eventually they're going to die. Even an atheist can't deny it. Agnostic can't deny it, right? Jewish, Christian, it doesn't matter what religion you follow, you can't deny the fact that eventually you will end up in the dirt. Fair enough? Now when you go to your grave, and everyone's going, when you go to your grave, can you take your money with you? No. Wrong. There's actually some portion of your money you take with you to your grave. Isn't that deep? You got it. The Prophet ﷺ said that after you die, everything ends. All your deeds are cut off, except for 3. And what are those 3? One of them is called Sadaqah Jariyah. That any kind of charity that continues to benefit others, even after you are gone, will continue to benefit you even in your grave. Therefore, only the money that you're giving for the sake of Allah comes with you in your grave. That's also amazing. Because all the rest stays. All the rest. So it changes the way we see things. Because often we believe that if I want to keep something, I hold on to it, right? Yes? I want to keep something, I hold on to it. But in fact, everything is passing away. My money is passing away. I can hold on to it as tight as I want. Eventually, it's going to separate from me. I'm going to separate from it. It's not going to come to my grave. But guess what? There is a way to hold on to things. And ironically, it's by giving. Do you understand how powerful that is? That if I want to keep anything, I give it for the sake of Allah, and I will keep it. And it is only those things that I give for the sake of Allah that are lasting. This is a very, very deep spiritual truth, that if I want something to last forever, I give it for the sake of Allah. There was an incident where the Prophet ﷺ came home, and Aisha radiallahu anha told him that she had given a portion of this animal for charity. And she said to him that I gave all, this entire part for charity, but I kept your favorite part. No, she's being loving. And he says to her, and this is such a powerful teaching moment, he says, no, the part that you kept is the part we lost, that we gave. And the part you gave for charity is the part we kept. Do you understand? That the things that we give for the sake of Allah, those are the things that we're going to keep. Those are the things that not only do we see the result of it in this life. See, the amazing thing about giving for the sake of Allah is it multiplies whatever you gave. It's like an investment. How many people understand investments? I don't know really much about it, but I know the concept. Yeah. Investments. What's the idea of investment? Is that you put some amount and then it grows that amount, right? So, for example, if you invest in property, you're putting down money, but that money then is multiplied and increased, right? You start a business, you're putting in money, but you get back more. That's the concept of an investment, right? Any money that you give for charity, that you give for the sake of Allah, is never lost. It's actually invested. And so what happens is, it gets multiplied in this life. You know, I've had people come up to me and ask me, about financial difficulty that they're in. So they're going through a difficult financial situation. What advice do I have? And honestly, one of the first pieces of advice I give them is give charity. Which seems strange, right? Because you're having trouble with money, but I'm telling you to give it away, right? It would seem counterintuitive. But why? Because when you give for charity, you don't actually get that amount back, you get it multiplied back. So if you're having financial difficulty, one of the best things to do is to give sadaqah. Something in sadaqah. And you'll find that you will have the money multiplied. So we get that return in this life, but most importantly, we get that return in the next life. You know, there's a hadith in which the Prophet ﷺ tells us that anyone who you help in this life, in any difficulty that they're in, Allah will help you on the Day of Judgment. Because on the Day of Judgment is when we're going to be in the most difficulty. And may Allah protect us all. But on that day, it comes back to you. But it also comes back to you in this life before that day.